Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Proven Path video series. My name is Jesse, and I'm here with my good friend and colleague, Joe G.
How you doing, everybody?
And we're here to answer some questions from our viewers and listeners, and why don't we just get right to it?
Sounds good. I'm ready.
There's some good questions, and I think a lot of people would be interested to hear what you think about this stuff. So,
all right.
First thing, how do you know you're on the right path?
It's a good question. It's an important question. I think the answer is the same for all of us, like all human beings. I think we all know instinctively and intuitively when we're on the right path, right? We feel good. We feel excited about our day, about our life, about our relationships, about the direction that we're moving in. It feels natural from the inside. Oftentimes you have butterflies in your stomach. You know, you're just excited for your life. If you wake up in the morning and you go to a job and you're like, good God, it's morning, I have to go to this job, chances are you're not on the right path. And chances are you're the majority, because most people are not on the right path. Most people hate what they do and they get up and punch a clock for the money. If that's your situation and that's your case, and you feel like you're doing what you have to do to put food on the table for the family or whatever, it's commendable. But your life is your life, and I would encourage you to identify what it is that makes you feel good and what excites you about life. And it doesn't matter what it is. Whatever it is for you, it is. It's probably different for every single person. You know, for me, it's doing this. It's sitting here with you and the viewers and talking about these things. That is my path. That is my journey. I am happy to do it. I do it for free or money, but do it for free happily. And that's how I know that I'm bringing value to my life. I feel good about it. And, you know, when you're on the right path, right, things just start to show up in your life automatically. It takes, being on the right path takes all the work out of it. Right? Like we're told from a young age, you have to work hard, you have to struggle, and many do, but that's the big lie. That's the big falsehood, because when you're on the right path, your work doesn't feel like work, right? It feels like play. You feel like you're in sync. You feel like you're connected to your source. You feel like you're connected to other people, and you know, it's the most important thing. Like, I've been on the wrong path in my life, that's for sure, and I've been on the right path. And when I'm on the right path, like, I just feel like I'm in flow. I'm easy to get along with. I'm easy going. I sleep better. I eat better. I look better. My relationships are better. Opportunities and miracles come into my life effortlessly, and you build momentum. And once you build momentum on the path, you know, through like just being on purpose, there's nothing that can stop you, you know? It's like answers to your questions, they just come. So, you know, I challenge everybody, whoever you are, wherever you are, to, you know, find what you love to do, and that will put you on the path.
Well, you said something interesting. Did anybody else catch that? He said you've been on
The wrong path.
the wrong path,
For sure.
or the right path. So there's more than one path, I assume, is what you're saying, right? So if you are on the right path, what if there's another right path? Should you change it? Should you follow another path?
Good question. That's a very, very good question. You know, a lot of people never find out how far that right path that they're on can take them, because we're so distracted, right? Like, let's say you love music and you love tennis. You can play music and you can play tennis. There's nothing wrong with doing both. But if you really want to excel and take one of those things to the highest level, as far as you can take it, you have to pick a path and commit to it. And as long as it feels right inside of you, as long as you feel like you want to get up in the morning and there's not enough hours in the day to do it, that is your life telling you you're in control of your life and you're on the right path. Trust your feelings, trust your gut, trust your instincts. You know better than anyone what's right for you. You will have friends, family, coworkers, enemies telling you what you should and shouldn't be doing in your life. And a lot of us listen. Listen, and we should listen to ourselves. We should listen to our hearts and minds that really, really know. And it does change, and it can change. So if you're doing something for a period of years, say, and you're loving it, and then you get to a place one day where you're not loving it anymore, you'll talk to yourself. Why am I not loving it? It may be time to change paths, You just have to trust yourself and trust your instincts.
Sure. And so what I'm actually hearing is not only are there many paths, but you can even be on multiple paths at the same time. We want to go in a lot of different directions sometimes, I feel, for myself. So it's a world of possibilities out there when you do get to pick and choose. We're not just stuck all the time.
Well, I think you said it best just there when you said there's a world of possibilities. How many of us have given up on possibilities for our life for whatever reason? You have a family and kids and work and bills, not enough hours a day, a lot of stress, and we give up on the possibilities for our life, right? We lose that childlike wonder that we have. But the truth is our life is supposed to be full of possibilities, because we really can be and do anything that we want to do. If someone else has done it, then it's possible for you and me to do it too, whatever it is for you. So I would say, honor yourself in that way, honor your life, take risks, take chances, be bold, have courage, have faith, and you can really live a terrific life. In fact, not to is the great human tragedy.
So, also, people wonder, how do you find a path if you're not on a path? Because I, like many, spent years, wandering aimlessly. And it's like, is there a path? Or is it just,
or is this
barren
it?
wasteland of,
Yeah.
nothingness?
Yeah, I mean, that's another great question, I myself have spent way too much time just flailing around out there, stuck. We all get stuck, and once you get stuck, it's hard to get unstuck and get back on the horse and get out there. And, for me, it starts with, most people are very, very hard on themselves and don't give themselves a break. They're full of regret, shame, and guilt, woulda, shoulda, coulda, and you got to leave that behind. You have to forgive yourself for wherever you've been, what you have or haven't done. Find out what's true for you, really true for you in the core of your bones, and then it's right. You don't need anyone's opinion to know whether it's right or the right path for you. It's like your being is telling you what's right for you, and it doesn't matter what it is. If it's true for you, that's your path, and go for it. Go for it.
All right. So, let's say I'm living a beautiful life. I'm happy. I got what I want now. How do I stay there? How do I, not get distracted? How do I just stay on the path once I've found it and not just, come along some forks in the road or stumbling blocks and not just say, I quit and give up and just
Absolutely, I do know.
Staying on the path,
Success and failure teach us a lot of different things, and one of the things that I feel success teaches us is how nice it is to have it, and all the material things that go along with it. So, let's say you're on a path and you reap the benefits of living a life on the path. Like you said, family life is good, money in the bank, grass is cut, everything is good. You start believing that it's those things, those outward manifestations that are representative of you being on the path. And the truth is, it's all about your feelings inside of yourself. It's not the things. You can't have the things, in fact, unless you have the feelings inside of you. So you can't have the money or the success or the good relationships until you have all of it inside of yourself first, until you feel all of those things inside of you at first, right? A lot of people they may acquire these things out in the world, not necessarily being on the path, like a lottery winner, for example, right? And if you do a study on all people that win the lottery, many of them, most of them are broke within years, having won millions of dollars. Why is that? Right? Because they didn't have it inside of them. It was something that came from the outside. It's a great thing that came from the outside, but they didn't feel it inside of them, so they gave it away, right? So you don't give your power away. You recognize that what you have came from inside of you. Never take it for granted. Have gratitude. Because when we start taking it for granted, when we get success, we tend to get a little lazy, a little unfocused. You know, just stay the course. It's a narrow focus that really does take courage and discipline, but it's worth it because all of that sets you free.
Freedom.
Freedom.
It's the key. Well, I'm enlightened, and I want to thank you.
And your brother Jesse.
And
Oh man.
I could sit here and talk for hours, but there will
We'll be back.
many more videos coming and many more questions to inspect. So
Proven Path, Joe G. See you soon.
join us on the proven path to success.
Thanks a lot, guys.